Approximately 2 to 2.5 years ago, a friend of mine comes over, says his soil have a major problem. About 6 months ago, my wife got a pain in the head, not a headache. For about 6 months, every day the doctor was giving more stronger medication every single day for 6 months. So what, she's going to be addicted to drugs? Now what can I help him? I'm not a doctor. But the Rebbe threw me in instantly a story from the Rebbe. There was this fellow opened up a Chabad house. In order to Chabad house, you have to have people, supporters. He makes an appointment with this wealthy person, not religious. On the way to the appointment, he's thinking, how is he going to promote Chabad? And before it turns around, he's right in front of the guy's house. Comes in, sees a big, huge wall, the whole attraction of the house. On that wall is a big picture from the Rebbe. So he asks him, who is this man? The person replies to him, you claim you're a rabbi, you don't know who this man is? He says, let me adjust my question. Who is this man to you that it takes over the whole house? So he tells him, I was married for a number of years, having no children. Somebody advises me, go to the Rebbe. I come to 770, and I tell, I'd like to see the Rebbe. The guy tells him, you cannot see him, you can write into him. Another fellow tells him, in 10 minutes, the Rebbe is walking out from his room to go to daven. Now there's an elevator between the room and the shul. So he tells him, why don't you just stand by the elevator, don't do anything, don't say anything. And sure enough, the Rebbe comes out from his room, stops by him, asks him, can I help you? He says, yes, I'm married X amount of years, I have no children. The Rebbe says to him, you seem to be a businessman. Let's make a deal. You start putting on tefillin every day and you'll have children. And I go like so, reluctantly, and the Rebbe tells me it's not a time to negotiate, let's close the deal. He said, okay, you got it. I went and bought beautiful tefillin, and I started putting on tefillin every day. Then the shliach asks him, where's the Rebbe's part of the deal? He screams up to the second floor, children, and 3 beautiful children come down. Says, that's the Rebbe's part of the deal. That's why he takes up my whole house. Beautiful story. What is this story to do with my friend? My friend, the way he davens every day, I wish I would daven him keep it like that. Put some beautiful Rasha's tefillin, Rabbi Tam. So what am I telling my story about tefillin? So I'll say to him, I ask him, do you learn Rambam every day? He says, no, I do chitas. I'll say, by us, Chassidim, the biggest and closest kesher a chassid can have to the Rebbe, the closest whatever is Rambam. Because Rambam is something which came the Rebbe and initial the whole thing himself. There was never such a thing from the time of the Rambam that people show Rambam every day. And you see the story? The Rebbe said to him, let's make a deal. I say to him, why don't you go to the Hale and make a deal with the Rebbe? Tell the Rebbe you're taking on yourself to learn a Perek Echad Layom, one chapter a day. But in return, I want my wife should get rid of a problem. I meet him 3 days later. Said, Yisrael, you'll not believe it. 2 days go by, she wakes up, no pain whatsoever. No medication whatsoever. Now it's close about 2.5 years of that story. Of course, seeing it's good for one, it's a good medication. I tell the story. A shliach on Kingston Avenue in the evening about a year ago. He had two of his friends standing next to him. One of them says, I'm inspired, I'm going to go for it. Now this fellow was penniless. He was trying real estate, nothing happening. I meet the shliach in 770, and he tells me he got a call from this friend of his. The next morning, when he started the Rambam, he gets a call about a property which long forgotten about, that thing was not able to be worked out, long forgotten about, that they're closing on that deal, and there's a $30,000 check waiting for him. Beautiful. I meet him a few months later, that shliach. Say, how is he doing? I said, don't ask. He just closed a $200,000 deal, and now is at another $200,000 deal. And this goes on and on. So, since then, people have come to me. I had a COL. I called them up. They should come and take a video from me. So people, it's different when you hear the story actually said by somebody who was part of it than just reading it. People come over, Yisrael, because of you. Because of you, I'm learning Rabbi every day. I had migraine headaches, had a problem with the left eye. I started to do a Perek Echad Layom, the whole thing was wiped off. Another fellow that was again in trouble, the minute he started to learn the Rambam, things just went up and up. Forgetting about those mices, just knowing how much close this is to the Rebbe, I think our priority should be not to move without doing every day the Rambam, whether it's a perek a day or 3 prokim a day. Maybe should help him. We should see the Rebbe back with us, and we should take it out of goals immediately. Thank you very much.